Hello everybody, this is the master material and this is a mask. The mask is plugged into this slot and produces several outputs. I didn't use the white alpha channel because I didn't need it for this project. Then for example, we come into the scene. If we switch to the brick and I want to apply it to the brick part. When we enable the tint, you can see its color has changed. And if, for example, I disable the tint or adjust the saturation or change other settings, it only affects this part. Then if we look at the flow root, you'll see its color has changed and it fully affects it without changing other areas. For example, look, it turned red. Or for example, it can affect the roughness, how rough it is. It can also affect the normals and all poles are separate. For example, I enable the color again. Look, the wood color has changed. Now, for example, if we go into the substance, I don't want this top layer. If I show you the colors, look, if the color is completely black, here it's wrong. It should be completely black, meaning all these values should be 0. Again, for example, if we go to the pink, the colors, for example, when combining red and blue, must match exactly. Otherwise, there is a chance the red and blue will affect the pink. If, for example, the value increased or decreased or are reversed, the numbers must be entered very precisely, so it can apply its effect fully and accurately. Now look, we go and follow the blue. If I give my input here, I've now given the mask input. See, is this blue, okay? Each of these elements has different colors. First, let me show it like this. This first part belongs to one texture, to one vertex paint. This one belongs to another vertex paint. And this one also belongs to another vertex paint. In this top section, these 7 belong to the base color. This one is for metallic. This one is for AO, which I didn't affect in this project. This one, which is for the roughness input, I have applied its effect on. And I gave it 7 inputs. Each of the 7 is a different mask. Blue, green, red, yellow, pink, turquoise and black. The last option is for the normals. And look, these are the same 7 cases. This input is for the normal texture. This input is for 3 textures that are blended together. ORM, ambient occlusion, roughness, and metallic, and the base color. Now if I start from the base color, this is the base color input. It says my input is this. Now the first one was blue. The first effect was blue. It's come in, blended with the tint, blended with saturation, brightness, and contrast, then multiplied by -1, desaturated, and finally went into the power. Each of these is a parameter that can have a great effect on the work. Now the main point is, this is a lerp. Which input is this? It's the blue mask input. Now if I bring the blue, this is it. This output is blue, which becomes the alpha input of this one. All these changes, which are meant to happen when the base color on the base color layer go into the B channel and the base comes in again, so it knows which is the base. Here the alpha tells it that you can only affect the blue part, and here it's the same as the one above, just now it's green. Again, here it's the same as before, affecting the red, and it continues like this. All of them work this way until it reaches the base color. And exactly the same for roughness. Roughness had one input that arranged the chains. Then all the chains went into B. And again, an input came into A from the original roughness. And here blue comes in. The alpha tells it that this B can only affect this part. Let me show you the texture. It can only affect here. And again, green can only affect this part, meaning the roughness input, the original roughness, goes into A, which tells it not to affect any of these and only affect the green part.